What's up, guys? This is what I was talking about uh, the other day. I was telling you guys there was a wrestling program that used to come on MTV, and I couldn't remember the name of it. And this is it, Wrestling Society X. I could not remember the name of it for nothing, right? But and the thing was, because I knew how you have like WWE, AEW, TNA. I know it was something that was it had a different name, like a different. It wasn't something that was like just three letters, but I couldn't remember the name of it. But this was it right here. And the show was actually good, man. It was. Listen, I used to love watching this show, man. And then um I I think it was a fireball incident, man. I think they had a situation where somebody got hit with a fireball, and that's what the show got pulled because of that. Matt Seidel. So yeah, man, and you see the building that they're in. I told you guys before in one of the videos I did, man. I used to go to these wrestling shows, and it was like these armories, man. And you see how they have that warehouse look? Jack Evans. Yeah, man. Like, and that's the look that it had. So when I created the armory on AEW Fight Forever, that's what it reminded me of, man. Like, and I'm like, yeah, this show was actually this was a good show, man. And when they canceled it, it was just like what? Because I didn't see it. I remember it came on like 4:30, and I would tune in and watch it. And I remember I didn't see it, and I'm like, what happened? And then I saw the news clip of them saying that the show got canceled. Yeah, it was due to I think a fireball, man. I wish they had a more clear version of it because I don't know what it's gonna look like when I record it. Like, because it has a dark look to it. Let's see. Let's see if episode 5 X Pac was on the episode. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I just wanted to. I couldn't remember, man. I'm like, what the hell was the name of that show? But this is it. Wrestling Society X. Yeah, this was it, man. It was a great idea too, man, and it had a different, fresh feel. It didn't feel like anything else. It had its own feel to it. And then Lucha Underground came a little after this. So it was like, all right. I mean, listen, man, I'm the kind of person, look, I love AEW, I always like TNA. I haven't, TNA hasn't had the same feel for a long time, man. And TNA was really hard to watch for a while with those little small, tiny buildings. Now, you see the fake stuff with all of that superpower. You see what just happened, right? All the powers and all that type of. I never cared for all of that stuff on wrestling, man. See the explosions and stuff. That I never cared for that kind of stuff. It just, like we know it's a work, but come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Certain things is just like, all right, enough is enough, man. Like zombies and stuff. People pulling guns on each other and stuff, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like just stop it, man. But anyway, yeah, this had a different feel to it, man. It had a different feel. I liked it. I liked it. And I remember thinking, like, for the show to grow, like, what direction would they go to? And the commentator in the ring was very live, man. And this is what I'm saying. Like, people don't get it. And to have the crowd that they had, these guys were into the show, man. I like how they did the effects for the screen and stuff, and all like. This is what I'm saying, man. It was a whole different concept. But hey, things happen. Okay. Now, enough of that. But yeah, that was it. Wrestling Society X. And now that I've found where I can look at those, I know I just couldn't remember the name of it. But now that I have it now, guess what? I'm going to go back and watch those old episodes. Now, what I was looking for Give me a second. Something else I was looking for. Was this video game that they have two versions of it. They basically was supposed to come out on Steam. I don't know if they ever did or not. Let's look at the first one. Let's check out the first one first. I don't want any commentary. I just want to just look at the game straight up. Okay, that's the second one. Okay, so let's go to this one. Hopefully, nobody's talking on it. Let's see. Let's see. I don't want any talking on it because if they're talking,
I'll take a win.
And I love the idea. Got ass from Evil Dead. Because what I want to do, I want to look at who's on the first one and then who's on the second one. So everybody they're showing you now is on this first one. The second one, they took a different turn. So I don't want to Pinhead. So I don't want to say, Pinhead, I know you like that, Panic Man 10. I know you like Pinhead. Yeah, so we're just going to sit and enjoy this video, that's all. And I want to look at this one and the second one, the second game. I'm not going to tell you. Okay, I will say this. From what I remember and what I saw, I'm not going to mention who's on the second. Oh, I remember Wishmaster. The guy from Wishmaster. That was my movie, man. 1 and 2. I think they made 3. Maniac Cop. Wow. People I forgot it. Like, yeah, Maniac Cop. The Reanimator. Jason Voorhees. Ghostface and Jason Voorhees. So yeah. This game is basically, as you can see, it kind of has that old Mortal Kombat movement and look. And I don't know, the game, I saw it here. I don't have Steam. So, I don't know how much play this game got. Of course, you can see it's an indies game too. But yeah, man, I love the idea of it. It's kind of like Shaolin versus Wu-Tang with all the old kung fu movies, all the martial arts movies. They got different characters from the movie, the background, the music. Beautiful, man. Now, the third one was more like 90s base, late 80s, 90s base characters. And, it had a few sprinkles, like maybe a couple, 2 or 3 from like the 70s or something like that. They took a different twist with that one. And the first 2 I have on my Xbox, and I have the first one on my Switch. So I don't know, maybe they might release the third one day. Like, I'm hoping one day Fire Pro Wrestling winds up coming. Hopefully they come to both. Well, either way, I know that the PS4 and 5 have it, and Steam has it, and PC. Jason is my guy, though, man. So, Phantasm, Michael Myers. Yeah, I love the idea to what they had, and the fact that each character had their own stage. Now, of course, people will watch this and go, "Oh man, but Mortal Kombat is there." We're not comparing. There's no need for that. We're not comparing. It is what it is. I keep telling people this, man. Take things for what they are and stop using your damn imagination to try to make it something else. They made what they made. I just know the second one, they took a different twist with the second one. But we'll check that one out after we check this one out. Now, depending on how long it goes, I might be able to squeeze both of them in one video, or I might have to do a second video for the second one. No big deal. But we'll look at who's there once we get it. But I love the idea of this, man. These are like characters we grew up on, and I remember saying this before. Like, what if they, like me and my cousin was talking about these games and stuff, and I said, man, because remember, you guys remember back in the day, they had that old video game called Splatterhouse, and the character on it reminds you of Jason, right? So I remember saying, like, man, we were talking one day, and he was like, man, what if they took all like the horror characters and like put them all like in a game? And this was back in like when we were kids, man. Like, yeah, like 12, 13. We were like, hey, what if they put all of them in the game? And we were like, wow, like, yeah, that would be something, right? And then remember, they did like RoboCop versus Terrordrome. You know, remember? Yeah, so, and I'm like, yeah, remember if they took all of Candyman? Like, what if they took all of them and put them in one game? You know, and this is like no different from Marvel versus Capcom, you know, Mortal Kombat versus DC, stuff like that. You know, Tekken versus Street Fighter versus Tekken, stuff like that. So I thought this was smooth, man. This was a good idea. And I was hoping that they could have got a bigger budget to do a second one, and then to have all of these same characters on the second one, plus some or whatever, or, you know, because when these games, like, look, anytime a game has like a Kickstarter, stuff like that, people do like GoFundMes and stuff like that. Of course, man, these games are not going to have the same type of budget and the same type of machine behind it as the bigger bigger games. But it's not about that, man. It's not about that. Like, you know, I don't like to complicate things and make life hard, man. I like to have fun. So I'm not one of those people that sit up here sucking my teeth. Oh, but they should have. All right, they did what they did. Right? So you take the game for this. So it's like, in other words, right now, who's watching this video, if you see this game and go, I like this game, right? If you get your hands on this game after you sit here and watch what it is, why would you buy it and then complain about it? Oh, but I thought, don't think shit. Look at what they give you. It's right in front of your face. So yeah, man. Like I said, I don't know what became of it, because I don't have Steam. I don't know people. I don't know anybody that has a Steam Deck. I just know that because actually, when I first heard about Fire Pro Wrestling, right, I didn't know what console it was on. I didn't know anything about anything. I just know, like, with Fire Pro back in the day, I ain't talking about the ones, like the original ones. I mean, like the main one that people play now, that you see people playing mostly on the PS4 or whatever. Yeah, when I see that game, it's like, okay, cool. So when I heard of Steam, I didn't know what Steam was when I first heard it. Oh, wow, he decapitated Candyman. Wow. But when I heard it, I'm like, okay, so I knew it was something I didn't have. I didn't know how to get it, how to access it, whatever. So I just never worried about it. But when I would see people playing that game on YouTube, it was like, wow, I love this game. Chucky. Look how small Chucky is. And you know the thing with these small characters in every game? When you have a really small character, your main moves are the ones that don't work on them because it goes over their head. So you got to compromise and do like the lighter moves, and that's what keep them in the fight, because as long as they can block and move, they can hit you with their power moves. So that's a way to kind of make it like a level playing field for the smaller characters. But yeah, man, I love the idea of this. And of course, and again, it's an indie game, man. So you know, listen, I'm only talking to people that have some common sense in their head, though, man. And that doesn't mean you have to like the game. But it's an indie game, and there's no need to like bitch and complain. Like, people just go into these rants. It's like, man, listen, they did what they did. But this is one of the games, man, that I first saw, not even looking for it. It just popped up. And actually, I have a game called, well, I posted a video of it, but it's called Horror Field. And it's one of those Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre style games, where basically you have to like start these motors and get this gate open, and you have to do like all five, and you got these creepy characters that's chasing you around and capturing you and all of that. So, and actually, that's how I found this game, because I was looking for like someone like the gameplay of it. Like before I buy something, I watch to see what type of information they have on the game. So then if I, because when you read something, it can say one thing, but when I see it, then I know, like Camp Crystal Lake. I know if I want to buy it or not. It's not what the people are saying. I have two eyes that work in a functioning brain, so I know if I want something or not. And then I found this, and I'm like, wow. And then I remember one of the guys was saying that it's on Steam. But yeah, man, I mean, hey, it's a cool little indie game with all these people these characters I grew up on. Like, I'm right now watching this, I got like, just in the back of my mind, I'm picturing all these movies that I just remember watching as a kid and growing up, period, man. Like, yeah. And Jason Voorhees is my guy, man, against anybody. And you know what, man? It's like I lost my shit when I saw Pumpkinhead. Because it was like, you know, and when I say I lost my shit, I don't mean like it looked like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like inside, like, wow. Because I never thought I'd see the day that Pumpkinhead was on a video game, man. Like Pumpkinhead? Pumpkinhead? Like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, even the Wishmaster. Maniac Cop? Are you kidding me, man? Maniac Cop? He's in the game now? Like, yeah, so... Boom. Yeah, this was cool, man. This was cool. Off with your head, Jason. The Reanimator. Yeah, that guy was a little weirdo, man. He was. Remember they made the second one, The Bride of the Reanimator? Pumpkinhead, man. Are you kidding me? Pumpkinhead. I'm like, what? Yeah, this was a hell of an idea, man. And when I see games like this, and then you don't see follow-ups or like a franchise just started, it's like, people, and then too, one thing I know, okay, is like the younger generation, like it's a difference with the younger you are. People, I don't know, people are just more into this whole, they try to stick with what's of their generation. If they don't remember or know of something, it's like they just have no interest in it. And then it's like listening to music and then they go, I love that track. And it's like, you know that's a damn remix, right? It is? Yeah. Yeah, it's a remix. Oh, whoever made this track got talent. Like, yeah, it's a remix. It's not new. All he did was added some little snare drum or some shit to it. That's all. Like, it's an old track, man. But yeah, I enjoy things, man. I listen. I grew up watching like some of everything. So I watched the low budget stuff, everything. Like whoever saw was it Cameron's Closet? Was the name of it? That was a low budget movie. That was my movie right there. Cameron's Closet. What? So I've never been like all this. Try to be so sophisticated. Like I can find enjoyment in so many things. That's why I'm rarely ever bored about anything, because I don't go through life sucking my teeth and angry about things. Pumpkinhead, man. Pumpkinhead is on a game, man. The first time I saw Pumpkinhead, I remember we went to this. It was a video store called 99-cent Video. We went and went to that movie. Remember, I used to get like the 3-day rentals. I think 3 days or maybe 5 might have been or something like that. You had to pay a little bit more. But yeah, we used to go and rent, man. I remember we rented Pumpkinhead. I watched that movie all 3 days. But I mean, we would watch it. Man, we would go run it back, watch it again, take the movie back, rent it back out again, get another movie to go along with it or whatever. So Yeah, we used to go in there and leave like 3 movies, come back. Yeah, Pumpkinhead was my movie, man. Now they have like I think three or 4 versions of that movie, but yeah. And Holly. Remember that witch on the first one? Well, she was on all of them actually. Yeah, this was my movie, man. The Animator. Yeah, also the 3rd installment of Shaolin versus Wu-Tang. They call it something else though. It's not called Shaolin versus Wu-Tang the 3rd one, but it's a spin-off of that of those first 2 movies. I was like, why didn't they put Shona from The Last Dragon in there, or Bruce Lee? Why didn't they put them in there? Because that movie was like, yeah, that movie got a lot of attention, man, and I just think that would be cool to have them on there, you know. But they did what they did, and I don't know if I saw the finished version of it. I remember watching people play it, but the people I saw playing it, they didn't use everybody. They were just like using the same person over and over. So, like that would have been cool to put them in there. Since they went with like late '80s to like '90s for the majority of characters on that particular game. But I mean, come on, come on. None of y'all thought y'all see Maniac Cop on the video game. I know I didn't. Maniac Cop. And what I like about it, what I love about it, is you see the dashboard, right? When they're going through the characters, they have the actual, like the movie DVD or whatever cover art for the movie, instead of just the character standing there. I love that. I love that, man. And that will also be another way to make people pay more attention, because a lot of times people see things and they might not pay attention to like the whole scope. They just look at who they remember. Like everybody remembers Ghostface, you know, of course, Jason and Michael. I don't think they put Freddy on here though. Oh yeah, no, they did. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they put Freddy on here. Yes, they did. Leatherface out this piece, man. And remember, they put Leatherface. Jason is actually on one of I have it. He's on one of the Mortal Kombats, and Leatherface. They're both on the same one. They got the Predator on one of them. So I'm like, hey, man. I remember somebody said, yeah, but it just don't feel right, man. Come on, man. How you gonna have Jason in more Mortal Kombat? I'm like, bro. Y'all make it seem like these are real. Like, just, man, y'all complain about everything. And then it's funny because he was always coming around wanting to play the damn game. And you know who he was using? Jason and Leatherface. Yeah, so before they put Leatherface on Mortal Kombat, he was here. But like I said, man, stop comparing. Everything got to be a damn comparison. No, it's... I mean, if you play Shaolin versus Wu-Tang, no, they're not shooting Yukin balls and fireballs and electricity. No, they're not doing that. They're fighting based on the way they fought on the movies. Some people, oh, they should have gave him like, you know how Ryu did? No, they shouldn't have did that, because this is based on the movies. Ouch, that was nasty. Now, just say, for example, where that thing just come from, right? Okay, no different. Mortal Kombat is not real. Street Fighter is not real. They're all characters. This is all movies. This is all fake. It's all made up characters. So when you see stuff like that, and people, oh man, but they should have this and this. They should have made it more like, man, no, just shut up. It's a freaking game. That's all. I don't understand when we went wrong as human beings, man. When we sit down and try to make something fake real. Like, it's not real. Oh, the tall man, Phantasm. I had this movie too, yeah. Yeah, and they all have their own stages, man. That's crazy, man. Like this was a brilliant idea, man. I was hoping that maybe they can revive this, like bring it back. Yeah, like bring it back now, like if they did this game now, they could reboot this, but they could also make it like, you know how Killer Instinct does with, you know, they have their new game, but then they have all the old ones all in one where you could like play all of them. Same thing. And that would definitely make people appreciate it more if they did that, because then they would go, damn, okay, we look at how the original one was, and then they remake this game and make it better. Because there's many people who don't even know about this game. So you understand what I mean? That's the difference too when something is only like on PC or like on Steam and it doesn't make it to the consoles. A game like that is not gonna get the type of exposure that it could have. But I don't know the reaction to the game. I don't know how well received it was, and I don't have a problem with it, man. It is what it is. I just think it's just a fun game, man. Like damn, like look at what we're looking at, the tall man and Ghostface right now, man. Like, you know, in a video game, fighting like that. Seriously. Remember Salem's Lot, the movie? And I'm looking at, they called him the Master. Remember that, right? And I told you guys, this is where the Undertaker and Paul Bearer, that was their character was influenced by those two. So it was one of those things, man, where like, you know, Freddy Krueger versus Ghostface. Yeah, I'm saying like that guy. I mean, there's so many characters we could think of. Like nowadays with the guy from Jeepers Creepers and stuff, like there's so many characters that we could think of and go, oh, you know what, they could have did that. They could make a game and put this one and that one in it. But this was so cool, man. When I saw this, I said, you know what? And then my cousin. What was funny, because me and my cousin, this particular cousin, we talk about, you know, no matter what, we always reminiscing about the good old like stuff that we grew up on. Remember Freddie did that in the movie? And it was funny that the day he called me was the day I saw this, and he said, yo, I just seen that. He laughed. He's like, yeah, they got all them dudes on there, Jason, all of them, this and that. And then when he said Maniac Cop and Pumpkinhead, notice those two. Why? Because they're not known for being on video games. Like Maniac Cop, Pumpkinhead, like all of these. I'm like, yeah, we was sitting there and like, we didn't know what the game was on. The first video I saw, I believe, was this one. This is like 7 years ago, this video, man. So I remember watching it, like, and there was no commentary, no real information on it. And then I started seeing videos. I remember somebody saying that it was on Steam. And so, like I said, if it's on something that I can't watch, then, you know, I can't play because I don't have it. I'll just, you know, see it how I see it. So yeah, this is what I was watching. Zombies. Okay, so I'm guessing, I don't know, this is like some type of bonus board or something like that? Like a bonus stage? Or is it just a stage with just zombies? Because there's many of them. And they're like Doesn't that remind you of the Evil Dead house with the swing on the porch? Remember when they first pulled up to the house on the Evil Dead? And they were going to the top of the door to get the key? And remember the swing was just swinging and it just stopped all of a sudden? That's what that reminds me of. I know Ash is on here from the Evil Dead. Yeah, he's on here. See, that's cool how they did that too, man. This is like, You know, you always have a beginning. Like I tell people, look at Street Fighter, the first one, and look at what it evolved to, right? And the first one I think they only had 6 characters on the first one. And dude, try everything. Look at Mortal Kombat. I didn't like Mortal Kombat initially. It just wasn't for me. Okay, yeah. So this is okay, yeah, this is Ashley's board. Yeah, because that's what I'm looking like. Yeah, it looks like the house from Evil Dead. Okay, this is Ashley's board. This is his stage. He's trying to he's trying to recite the words from the Book of the Dead in the middle of a fight. I wonder if he says it, can he summon a demon or something like that? Can he? Yeah, that would be cool if he can. If you don't stop him before he can. Oh, that's that portal. That's a portal. That portal. Okay. So what will happen? They'll probably like get sucked in and maybe throw you to the other side of the stage or something like that. I don't know. But this was a cool idea. This is a real cool idea, man. And once again, remember, this is 7 years old, man. Trophy. Take somebody's head and call it a trophy. Pinhead. Panic Man 10, nigga, your boy Pinhead. There's your guy, Pinhead. I have, I don't think I have all of them. I know I have at least 3. 2 of the older ones and the very, very last one that they made in the 2000s era. I have all of the Evil Deads, every one of them that was ever made. Every Leatherface, every Nightmare on Elm Street, every Friday the 13th, every Halloween, and the first 2 Pumpkinheads. Now, I don't know, when it comes to horror movies, like straight up horror, man, The Exorcist and the first Howling movie. Remember the Howling with all those wolves, the first one. Those 2 and the first Evil Dead. I put it like that. It's too many movies that just, you know, I'm usually a person that don't really so much have a favorite so much, but like, yeah, certain things I do. Like those 3 movies and like okay. But those movies on a different level. Like when it comes to like possession, like that type of like that type of horror, those 3 movies off tops over anything else. Now when it comes to stuff like this, Jason is my guy, man. But yeah, Pumpkinhead, Maniac Cop, all of these characters in these movies stand out. All of them. But like, yeah, Jason has always been my guy. Friday the 13th series has always been my favorite series. But like, yeah, man, I mean, and it's crazy because throughout the years, man, me and my cousin talk about things like we used to make our own comic books and stuff. We used to draw, color them, and do everything with the color pencils and everything. Like we did so much. And it's like, man, think about all the ideas we had that we had the idea and we didn't actually, you know, put things into effect. We were kids, man. You know, your parents always think whatever you think is just childish. It's just a phase. You'll outgrow it. And then all of a sudden, people are doing things that you suggested. like as a kid, like, wow, they actually did it. They actually did it. But, I mean, just look at the characters that they have on here. Now, could you imagine, like, if like, a major company was to, like, work with these people and say, hey, man, and they put the budget behind it and remake this game? Man, are you kidding me? No. So, all right, we're at the 34 minute mark right now. 35 minutes. So, It's at 34, yeah, just say 35-minute mark now. So I will more than likely do the second one as a separate video, just in case it's just as long as this one. So therefore, we can just watch this one to its completion, and then we'll do the second one. I don't know if the second version of the games that we'll be watching. So I don't know if the second version is as long. All right. I don't know. Maybe these are the people that created the game. Wishmaster was my guy too, man. That was my movie too, man. That was my movie too. As You Wish. Everybody always wants something, and it comes back to them in a different way. Yeah, those must be the creators of this game. But yeah, man, kudos to them for this. But man, this game didn't get the light that it could have. But it's an indie game, man. So yeah. Wow. Okay, so it's showing you which one of these guys created each one of those different characters. Okay. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll stop this video as soon as these credits stop. That way we get, just something to watch and have fun with, man, with you guys. And then as soon as this is done, I'm going to crank up that second one. I know some of who's in the second one. And the thing is, the second one I don't remember watching a full video of. Like, it was always in its early stages. They didn't have all the characters on it yet. So what I'm going to watch with you guys, if it's something different from what I saw before, if I can find a complete version, then I won't know any more than what you gotta know. Only I do know some of who's in the second one, but I'll wait until I play it, and then we'll just watch it and see who's who. This is almost like movie night, though. Return of the Living Dead, the original one, and the first remake. Like, that was my movie, man. Also, y'all remember Fright Night? Peter Vincent. Yeah. And the second one with his sister. I mean, man, it was so many. Remember House, the movie called House? There was so many movies, man, that we like. See, that's what I'm saying. This is bringing back memories. Like, I'm thinking about stuff right now. Like, wow, horror movies, man. Like, I can watch a good horror any day, man. Horror movies that they're making right now is kind of on the crappy side. I mean, they have a few here and there. Like, but yeah, just saying. I have that DVD, The Boogeyman, where they show all the horror characters in there, like a big majority of them, at least the more popular ones. And everybody in this game is on there. I'm gonna check it out. Harkin Studios. All right. I'm going to check it out and see what I can find. All right, y'all. I'm off to the second one. Oh, wait. Look at Ashley. Leave that Book of the Dead alone, man. I'm just going to let this play to its entirety. Okay. Yeah, this is so cool, man. All right, y'all. Wait, are you done or what? Okay. I'm off to the next one, guys.